Hello, FlossTube Stitchers. I have a lot to try to cram into today's video, so I may have to change the name that I had planned on calling it in case I have to delete something. Let's see how much I can get in here. Stop talking and get showing the folks the stuff. So you remember Marlene, right? Her birthday's Halloween, and so she stitches a lot for that holiday. And yesterday she got back maybe half a dozen pieces from the framer, and we decided that I would keep this one because I already had some charts in stock. So this is Halloween Wreath by Tiny Modernist. It was originally done on the color Cobblestone, but Marlene chose the 28 count cobweb linen from Fabric Flare. So if you wanted the moon and the skeleton and the ghosts to maybe show up a little bit better on a lighter fabric, you could maybe do them in a glow-in-the-dark white from Kreinik, or you could use blending filament with like the brightest white floss. Can you think of another way that we could brighten that up? You could take one strand of maybe a pale gray and go around the shapes. But anyway, it looks good up close. Maybe from a distance you lose some of the white, but anyway, this is a really fun piece. And I decided to make this the giveaway for today. So this is the chart. And I want you to tell me what your favorite Halloween candy is. It could be something that you used to love getting in your trick-or-treat bag when you were a kid, or it could be, you know, just your current favorite. So mine happens to be, this is brand new, the brownie Snickers. Oh my gosh. Because I like Snickers. I've always liked peanut butter, and I think maybe I would fight you over a Clark bar when I was little, and that has peanut butter in it. My brothers and I used to kind of share our stash, I think, or trade our favorites or something like that. And I remember really liking Clark bars. So this brownie Snickers has more of a creamy texture to it. It's not as dry as, say, a regular Snickers. And we were having this conversation a few weeks ago when Emily S. was here visiting with her friends, Lori and Jen. And a couple weeks later, she brought me a little trick-or-treat bag of my own filled with the brownie Snickers and Heath bars. And I told her Heath bar happens to be one of my husband's favorite candies, and I think it's because although you can find the larger, well, not that large, but you can find the larger bars on a regular basis, we usually don't see the smaller snack size pieces except at Halloween. So he's always very excited at Halloween to find Heath bars. Okay, next let's do the new chart parade. And if you don't want to be enabled, if you don't want to be tempted, if you already know what's new, if you're done with your chart budget for this year, then just fast forward a few minutes until you get to the next part. So we'll do that. Oh, you're all staying? I thought you would. Okay, the first one is a Heinzit, and I had ordered it at the same time as the ones I showed last week, but this one wasn't in stock at the time. So this is Love Bees, and I absolutely love that charm. This should be a really quick stitch too. Hashtag stitch all the bees. I don't think I started that, but other people are using it, and I'm like, maybe I did. Then the next little chart that we got was Halloween Kisses from Primrose Cottage Stitches. This is $6.50. And there was another one, I think a Christmas one, that was supposed to come with this, but they might have had some printing issues. So that's on its way, but it didn't come with this one. Then number 10 in the Time for All Seasons series is October 31 from Cottage Garden Samplings. I think that's going to be very popular. Doesn't matter if you're doing the whole series or not. That's certainly another standalone chart. And then from Fox and Rabbit, This is Cat Magic, part of the Meow the Merrier series on one of their fabulous purple fabrics. It's called Tibuchina. I'm not sure what that is. I didn't think to look it up. It must mean something. They're from Australia. It's got to mean something cool. And then this is Lady Queen. Ladybugs and bees go nicely together. And then I have a couple that have been on back order since the last market from the distributor. So this is Bessie in the Blooms. And this was Blackberry Rabbit's contribution to the Moo the Merrier. And then Fox and Rabbit did The Cow That Missed the Moon. So I have those in stock. Then we got an automatic from Heartstring Samplery, and it included the next installment of the Sunday Stitches. And number 10 for October was supposed to be How Great Thou Art, and she ran into some licensing issues. Apparently, it's copyright protected until 2059. So she had to rethink that, and she's hoping that maybe she'll get permission to do part of the lyrics at a later date. All right, and then Christmas Bell Sampler was supposed to be different lyrics from Carol of the Bells, and the same thing. She had to remove any of the lyrics that were included in the copyright. Okay, that's 14. And then Merry Birds is another one that was affected. This was supposed to be lyrics from Haul Out the Holly, and she had to change it up. They're still all birds. They're similar to the ones that she had announced earlier in the summer, but she had to take out any lyrics that were protected. And that uses a number of different DMC Etoile sparkly fibers. So I thought that was fun. I have all those in stock. And that chart is 18 because all 4 designs are in there. Until We Meet Again was part of a retreat last September that was held locally for her. And this is what she wrote on the back of this chart and what was presented to the students at the retreat. This year, 2020, has been the year of canceled everything. Sports, concerts, parties, vacations, dining out, movies, the theater, and oh so sadly, even stitching retreats. We've all had to give up wishes and dreams and therapeutic getaways. So when working on a design for a particular retreat, which had been changed from in-person to virtual, we decided to change the theme from Gather Together to Until We Meet Again. This event being scheduled for September in my own locale, I decided to put everything I love best about my late summer flower beds into one bouquet of well wishes. With the theme song from the Lawrence Welk Show echoing in my heart, all the pieces fell together into my sincere wishes for all of you. We may be forced to stay apart for a time, and so until next we meet, I give you flowers from my gardens, delightful fluttering wings of butterfly and moth, and a song. So that's really pretty. That chart is 12. And then My Wish for You was a companion piece at the same retreat, and it was intended to be made as a gift for someone far away that you miss. In this one, she says, I chose to feature some favorites from my late summer gardens: Windflower, Pearly Everlasting, and a White Tiger Moth. And that chart is 10. And then from Homespun Elegance, for $7.50, there's Wicked Cute Cat. And for $8, Wicked Tired. That's hilarious. Little House Needleworks has Jingle All the Way. Then another auto from Stitching with the Housewives. You know, that last one had been delayed for an unknown reason, so that's why they seem to come so close together. Hello Santa is 10. That's one of her jars. And then Here Comes Santa Claus for 10 is part of the Back Up the Truck series. And then the calendar crates from December is also 10. And while we're talking about that, I will tell you that the November calendar crates is going out to whoever is behind the handle Stitch at Midnight. So she requested November. So this will be going out to her as soon as she emails me her name and contact information. And from Val's stuff, who put the boo in my boogaloo? And it comes with the 3 star buttons. All right, and some reprints from Blackbird Designs. We have Honeysuckle Manor. This is a beautiful $25 book that has numerous projects in it. Those are a couple. And then Maria Selby Humphrey, 1831, is 18. And Violet's Blue is 9. So if those were on your wish list or are one of your unicorn charts, you can now get them from any shop that orders from Hoffman Distributing. And then they're also the ones who hold the licensing for the Prairie Schoolers. So this is Santa's Revisited 9, and it includes the ones from 2001, 6, and 8. I know the one with the sewing machine was very popular. Tiny Modernist has Autumn Band Sampler. And I bet you could put that all in a row if you had a wide area like over sliding glass doors or something like that. That would be cool to see it done that way. And then part 4 of When Witches Go Riding. Let's see if I can do that without the glare. All right, and I didn't price that one. 6, I think. Okay, take 5 on this one. Let's see if I can get through this quickly. This is actually my latest order from Rovaris, but it came about 2 or 3 weeks ago, 3 to 4 weeks ago. But we were in the middle of still showing Needlework Expo merchandise, so I chose to delay it. And then I wanted to point out that all of these include really beautiful charms, but the problem is they package the charms in the back of the chart, and I'd have to rip the seal to move them to the front so that you could see them. And if I show you the back, I'm showing you part of the chart. So that it's been a little frustrating to figure out how to show you the charm. I can't show you the charm. You'll just have to take my word for it. So this is B Needlebook for 17. And it includes some little charms and buttons, all the little stuff. Not the accoutrements, or it would be a lot more expensive. But it does include some felt pieces, some ribbon, some charms and buttons. This is called Carrot Set for 13. And this has a really cute standing bunny. And I just don't see it anywhere on there, so I'm thinking it might be on the trim, someplace on this side of the pillow. This is Easter, and it has the most fabulous Easter basket charm that I don't see anywhere, even on the finish. So I think it's really interesting. They're known for including the charms, but I don't know. I don't know where it is. All right, this is called Family. I think most of these are 13. This is Feed the Bees. There's a bee charm on this one. This is Hippity Hoppity, and there's a carrot, a silver carrot. This is Life is Better in Flip-Flops, and there is a crab charm. This is Love, and there's a love charm. This is Nutcracker, and it includes a jingle bell. This is Ocean of Liberty, and there's an anchor with this one. This is Shells and Stripes, and there's a starfish. I may have shown this before. I can't remember if I've had this one or not, but this is called Tomb Sweet Tomb, and it includes a skull and crossbones. Then there's a whole welcome series. This is Welcome Bees, and there's a really cute crown charm. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Hold that thought. Then there's Welcome Bloom with a really big flower. And there's also a flower on this Welcome Flamingo. Okay, this is Welcome Freedom, and there's a 4 and a star included with this one. Welcome Halloween has a spider web. So you could find some really creative ways of using the charm in your finishing. This is Welcome Harvest, and there's a jack-o'-lantern charm. Can't see what this one is. This is Welcome Lucky, and there's like it's probably a Celtic heart or something. I can't shake it from underneath the sticker. And this is Welcome Summer, and it has, does it show it on the side? Oh yeah, there you can see like a fish skeleton hanging. All right, and then I believe I had all of the other seasons, but I didn't have winter. Yep, I think all those were 13. Okay. So, what were you thinking? You were thinking, Shelly has to do that. Guess what? Shelly did that. This is my WIP. Well, if you saw it on social media, you already knew, and you're sitting smugly in your stitching chair saying, I knew she already stitched it. So, I got pretty far. I tried to get some of the bigger elements, or the elements that are interesting, so that you could get a good look at it. What looks like the overdyed color is actually DMC 111, which is one of their original variegated threads, which I haven't carried in a very long time, so of course I had to reorder that. And if I had my charm handy, okay, maybe I'll have to pause here and get this out, because this is a charm I can actually show you. This crown charm goes on top of that bee. That is fabulous. I love it. So the fabric is R&R Reproductions 30 count Abecedarian blend. You're probably not going to find it because they don't dye on 30 anymore, but any of their coffee dyes would work, any neutral fabric that's dark enough for the white to show up. But I found this in my stash. It had been earmarked for a really long Thanksgiving design that I decided to do on a different fabric. So I will be able to cut this off and have another piece for maybe another one of their bee designs. So anyway, I've had a lot of fun with that. All right, let me show you the Picture This Plus fabric that came this week, minus the ones that were already spoken for or that already sold to customers in the store. I won't say which ones because I don't want to make you jealous, but anyway, fabric is so hard to get these days that people just pounce on it. So the first one is, how am I going to do this? Let's see, I need more space. Okay, the first one is 14 count Arctic, and I did not match up colors to these. Some of them had too many colors in them, and frankly, I just ran out of time. So this just has some beautiful pastel shades of blue and green. I also got 14 in Feldspar. So this is kind of like a tealy stonewashed denim type look. And I also got it in 40 count. So the color looks a little bit darker on the 40. This is just gorgeous. This would even be good for Halloween, you know, if you don't like working on dark colors, because it's very interesting. All right, back to the 14. We got it in Ren. I got a whole yard of this because this is a really popular neutral. Moving on to 16, this is Ale. Also very popular neutral color, good for samplers or fall. And also got Pewter, a whole yard, because I thought this was really pretty the last time I got it. So kind of a greenish gray. All right, and then in 28 count, I got Sand, which is a nice neutral from like a couple years ago, so it's a fairly new to their line. And I also got Vellum in 28. So this has a little bit of a prim green running through it. And I got it in 32 Lugana, and it looks more neutral. The green doesn't show up as much. So if you don't care for the green, the Lugana is a good way to go there. All right, now, this was the trouble fabric. This is a swatch of Bramble that should still be fairly accurate because it's a new color from the last couple of years. This is how 32 count linen came in last fall. So had a little bit of a grayish green look to it. Okay. This is what it's looking like now. Yes, it's green. Okay, it's really pretty. I keep telling myself this. I keep telling customers this. It's really pretty. It's just not what I was expecting, and I ordered a full yard of 28 count and 36 because I thought it was such a good neutral. So it's no longer a neutral. So I think it would still be good for fall and Christmas and spring and Easter and that sort of thing. But I just, you know, I really wanted the neutral. That's always what I run out of first. So if you can think of some good things to do on this green, more power to ya. I would probably like to come up with something that would make a good shop model. Although I have a long list of things that I need to get done, so I'm not sure that's going to happen. But anyway. Okay, I think I will be changing the name of this video, and I'll save the last section for next week. Maybe I won't have as many new charts come in, and I'll have a few extra minutes. So I'll close for now. Thanks again for watching. Have a great week. Bye-bye. So, you know, I'm going to have to do that one too. And I absolutely love that charm. Oh, the charm. Of course, the charm is ass backwards in the chart, and you can't even see it. Okay. Let's fix